Hello, and welcome again to another edition of this audio journal I call a podcast. So, once again, I'm going to have to ask you to excuse the beeps. I have a bad habit of not wearing my seatbelt. I don't know, it just feels odd to me. So, like the turn on your seatbelt thing comes up pretty frequently. But you know what? I don't care. So, it's Saturday afternoon, and I have church in about 3 hours. So, I was just going to record a video or an episode. It's not a video. The only video is the cassette tape spinning on the screen, which I understand might not be compelling content, but this content is not meant to make me rich and famous. It's more or less meant to bolster my mental health and to feel connected to something. So, on this drive, I want to talk about women. I want to recall some stories of women in my past that, were good people. Some were bad people. Some of them were, to not insult them, broken people. Like, just had abominable childhoods and were plagued with mental health problems, and it's sad, and you feel sympathy for them. But when you see them for who they are past their mental health problems, they were good people. Yeah, they were good people. So, I think it was my first night drive where I talked about the just wretched experience I had with a woman on online dating. Once again, I'm not calling her wretched. I just think she's got distorted priorities, and she was beyond my capabilities to help. I still kind of pray and rack my brain about if I handled it properly, breaking it off, but who knows. So, when I was 18 or 19, I think I physically, for the first time in my life, felt like I was in love with someone. I don't know for sure if I was in love with this woman. I really don't know, just simply because just having that problem with pornography and other perversions and fetishes, that my view of love might be distorted, and I might not truly know what it means to be in love with someone. I might not truly know the feeling of what it is to be in love with someone. So I was about 18. I was in love with this girl, and at least I thought I was in love with this girl, and I still care about this woman to this day. She's a good person. She had a conflicted childhood, and she was a lesbian when I met her, or she thought she was a lesbian, and I wanted to like do my best to respect her as I was in love with her. I was in love with her for a long time. Like once again, I think I was, but this was before like pornography kind of tainted my soul. So I felt like I was in love with her for a long time. She was a lesbian, as she said. She turned out not to be. But that's fine. That's I guess that's good. I don't think being a lesbian's bad, so I think it's just something someone is. But I kind of didn't want to ask her out or confess my feelings to her because I thought she was because I thought she was a lesbian, and I didn't want the heartache. So after a year of knowing this woman, not like a year, but a good while of knowing this woman, we're driving. She's in my truck, and we're driving, and she's kind of telling me what's going on with her life, and she goes, "Oh, I'm questioning my sexuality, blah blah blah." And then I just said, I love you, and I really don't care if you love me back. If you decide that you're a lesbian, that's fine. Just know that I love you. And she really appreciated it. You want to know why? Because I was being genuine, because I do, obviously I'm not in love with her, because I don't know what it means to be in love, really. Or I'm not sure I know what it means to be in love, really. Because, my heart, my soul is messed up. It's recovering from just being a depraved person. A depraved, porn-addicted person. And, I do, in a sense, love her. Because she, when you're growing up, you're on again, off again with friends and everything, and you hate each other, you don't hate each other. Part of me, I think, just looked at her as an icon of being rejected, and I shouldn't have. That was my immaturity. I got past that, and then we had a very fulfilling friendship. She actually helped me get my longest term job, and I'm forever grateful to that woman for that, because I was massively depressed at that point. I was almost suicidal. I was so depressed. I would think about killing myself a lot, and just kind of just wallowing in depression. And she got me a job, and I met some people, and I made more friends through that job. And I think it strengthened our camaraderie as friends. So to end that story of where I said I was in love with her, she ended up going out with, or not going out with, they were in a long-term committed relationship. She started a relationship with one of our mutual friends. I never resented him. I thought I did, but in reality, I was happy for him. And like, you know, it. The only thing that hurt about it, I guess, was the rejection. But it wasn't really a rejection. The more I think about it, because I kind of feel like she loves me too, not in the romantic sense, but as like a friend sense. You know, yeah, and you know, you go like, oh, you know, it's not. You hear a lot of people gripe about the friend zone. The friend zone is just when two people are friends. That's it. There's nothing other than it. It's not some area of hell on earth. It's not a big deal. If you don't want to be friends with someone, you're not compelled by law to be friends with someone. In fact, if you stay in the friend zone and linger and linger and linger only to basically bide your time to make this woman your girlfriend, you're doing a scumbaggish thing. Like you're doing something that I don't approve of. And I'm not that kind of guy that does that. So she's in that committed relationship with that guy for many years. And I guess, like, I don't know. I just kind of like broke ties with that group of people and kind of went with another group of people that they're not bad people either, but they weren't really my people, if you understand what I'm saying. And through that other group of people, I meet this other woman who I have conflicted feelings about. Like, she was a good person. Like, she was very kind to me and everything. Like, but she had like a lot of mental health problems. She had like drug issues, and like, once again, I love this person too. Like, I love this person too, because this person helped me a lot by, you know, just being supportive and whatnot. And we have a lot of good memories, and you know, I have a lot of good memories with her. And you know, I just wish her well. She's like bipolar or something, and she had a really abusive mother, and the abusive mother, I think, really gave her a lot more mental health problems. Like, she had trouble keeping relationships. There was like, and I know it's gonna sound judgmental. I'm not really judging, because like everybody has problems, and life isn't easy, and you know, holding a relationship doesn't seem like the easiest thing either. So So she, there was like one year where like I met up with her like 3 different times throughout the year, and she had like 3 different boyfriends. And I would always like, kind of be flabbergasted by like these boyfriends that she had. Like, not like they were bad people, but she would always, it seemed like there was a new one every now and again, or like there was literally a new one like the 3 times that I met up with her. And she just was prone to promiscuity. I remember she was with this one guy. He was a little bit younger than her. He was a really good guy. I liked him a lot. But I could tell that her promiscuity like weighed on his soul. And she moved in with that guy, and they lived in this nearby city. I don't want to kind of like say where in the world I live. It's in the United States, but I don't want to say where I live exactly because, like, I don't know, I just kind of want to shroud some things in mystery, I guess. But they live in a nearby city that's kind of got terrible traffic. It's not really a safe city. And I just don't like going there. And I was just like, well, I still live in the suburbs. Like, because I have a condo, like nearby that city in a suburban town. And I just was like, I just prefer the suburbs, and I just didn't really want to go to Atlanta. And that was like the last time I talked to her. I changed my phone number because I had gotten fed up with this one place I was working at that didn't pay me, so I no-called, no-showed. And I just didn't want to have a phone conversation with the people, so I changed my phone number and just like cut and ran. And yeah, and that was the last time I saw of her. And I do hope she's doing well, but I don't know if she is truly. She was embattled, and it sucks that someone has all those problems. All right, move past her and the first woman. I want to talk about a third woman. There's probably 2 more women I want to talk about, maybe just one. But there's a third woman that was really just a friend. Like, all of these women were just friends. I never had a relationship because, like, I'm a bit... I've confessed this. I'm a bit cowardly at times. So, after the first rejection of asking a girl out, I just go oh no, I don't want that. That hurt too bad. That's like getting knocked out in one punch. I'm just not gonna ask and hope for the best that eventually they ask me out, which is stupid because as much as there's a debate about switching gender roles in dating, you're the guy. If you're the guy, it's probably going to be expected until the end of time that you are the first one to ask. I was attracted to this woman, and once again, this is a little bit. This is like in the beginnings of my soul being corrupted by pornography. This is in the beginning of it, and I don't think it was incredibly explicit that I was only sexually attracted to her, because I had known her personality, and I really liked her personality. She was really supportive, and she was really fun, and I could talk to her, and she actually cared about me as a person, and I'm forever grateful for that. She was like madly in love with one of my best friends, the guy that I'm gonna meet in a couple of weeks. She was like madly in love with him, and I wanted them to be together because I believed that, and I still believe this, that if I truly loved her, I would want her to be with a good person. That doesn't necessarily have to be me. And also, there was part of me that believed that if I had miraculously gotten to be her boyfriend or whatever, that I would have ruined that relationship. Just simply because, like, I was just perverted. I was just I kind of hate this term, but I was like a major gooner at this point. Like, I had nothing. Like, alls I had was a pizza delivery job, a place to live, and weed and pornography. And, like, yeah, of course I played video games and stuff, but, like, I really didn't have, I really didn't have much. I didn't have the abundance that I'm seeking. I don't have it now either, but, like, I didn't have much, and, I wasn't going out. I was, I for the longest time thought I was an introvert. Like, I didn't like to hang out with a lot of people, but it's actually, I'm, like, extroverted, but I have, like, I guess this low energy. I don't know if that's the true term, like, low energy extrovert, but I just didn't like big social gatherings. Like, we would go, like, one of my best friends, the guy I'm meeting, he would, like, have us go bar hopping, like, me, him, my current roommate, and another one of our friends. We would go bar hopping in Buckhead, and just doxed where I live. Alright, I live in Georgia in the United States, by that piece of crap city, Atlanta. So we would go bar hopping in this area of Atlanta called Buckhead, and we'd stay there. Like, see, I wanted to, like, go home at, like, midnight or 1 a.m. My friend, the guy who had us going out there, he wanted to close down the bars. And, like, I don't know, I just had zero charisma. So, like, no hope of me going up to a woman. And also, I was the designated driver, because I never really liked alcohol as much. Like, I'll enjoy a glass of wine here and there now, but like, I just never really liked alcohol. I just liked marijuana a lot. Like, that's how I wanted to like cut back, because I wanted to smoke some pot. And like, we'd go there and like, we'd never hit any of these, I'd never talked to any girls. And this girl that I was attracted to, and maybe I was in love with her, but once again, broken record, I don't really know if I know what being in love truly means. So she's like very outgoing. She likes to party and everything, and I was just not like that. I think that was like, as my pornography addiction goes, it's like, can all these people leave so I can watch pornography by myself in peace? And yeah, I basically stopped hanging out with this woman. It was kind of, I guess it's a mutual thing, because she wasn't going to get anything positive out of hanging out with me. My whole life was working a pizza delivery job and smoking pot and porn. So who cares, you know? Who cares if they hang out with me or not? It makes total sense for her to kind of want to cut ties. Yeah, I regret that one. There's one more I want to talk about, but that's like a little embarrassing. So I'm not going to talk about that one. But here's this other one. This one's kind of one that I'm more fine with talking about, because I'll leave out some certain details that make it more embarrassing, but I have to leave in some of the embarrassing things. Okay, as I've stated before, I was a man of fetishes. I was really into dominatrixes at a point, like dominant women. I guess I still like a woman that's like kind of confident and has like a dominant aura, but I don't really like the fetishes anymore. Like I just want to you know, be in love with a person and have a relationship. And like, if like kink or whatever is a part of that, like, I really don't mind, but like I kind of think it's best if I just walk away from it. Like, I don't condemn it, but I don't think that's naturally who I am, because like, I never thought of that stuff really, like, until I was addicted to pornography. And like, once again, I don't condemn people for having fetishes, because I understand it in a way. I'm just, you know, trying to move away from that and have a more sensual, loving dynamic in a relationship. So I met this woman on a kink dating site. I can't believe I'm talking about this, but I need to. I need to get this out. And she kind of fits what I'm looking for in a woman. Love, fetishes. And we start hitting it off. Like, we both smoke weed and everything. And she and I, we meet up. We don't do anything sexual together. We just hang out and whatnot. And she like looks at my room, my bedroom, back at my parents' house, and she's like, you really need to clean up. Which is true, which was true. It was 100% true. I needed to clean up. I was lazy. I need to clean up my bedroom and bathroom like right now. It's actually bad, but not like horrible. It's not like, oh, condemn this place. It's like I gotta throw away some empty Gatorade bottles and water bottles and cut down some cardboard and throw it out. But I digress. So she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And at that time, I didn't have a job. I was just kind of, like, living off my parents. Like, I was still training in, I think I was still training in jiu-jitsu and boxing. I think I was still training in martial arts. I might not have been. But, I think I was still training, and she was like, you should get a real job. And I was like, not about that for some reason. I was just like, can we get to the sexual part of this, like, as soon as possible? But she wanted me to, like, meet these requirements. Like, she wanted me to have a job, and she wanted me to be on my own, or at least, she wanted me to at least have a job. I don't think she minded if, I lived at my parents' house. But she at least wanted me to have a job. And, we would talk, and all this was happening in the backdrop of me going to the city of Montreal with my good friend, my current roommate, and the guy I'm meeting in a couple weeks. I'm just gonna call him from now on aerospace guy, because that's what his degree is in. He's much better than me. Also I think he still is, but he was a Christian, and he's the kind of Christian I want to be. He's not judgmental, he's not holier than thou, he's just a good guy, and he does things to be a good person, and he's a good friend, and I wasn't a good friend to him. So me and my roommate go to visit him, are getting ready to visit him in Montreal, and I go to Montreal, and I forget my phone, and I have to have my mother UPS my phone to Canada. Such an idiot. So I'm up there for about a week without a phone, and the whole time this woman is like, are you alive? Any sign that you're alive? Like, really, like, worried about me. I finally get my phone, charge it up, and uh, and I get on the app that I was talking to her on. It was like Kick, which that app hurts my soul. I got on Kick and it said, "Hey, I forgot my phone. Everything's okay." And I think that was the day I realized my days were numbered with this woman, because like I was so unprepared. I was so disorganized. I was so like stupid in those times. And she basically says something to the effect of like, "Oh, blah blah blah, you should have gotten a job up in Canada if you were gonna go there." And she's like, "You're just, I'm not going to take care of you," and all this stuff. And I said, "Good." Like, I meant to say, "Good, I'm not asking you to." And then she said, "Bye." And she blocked me. And we never spoke again. And which is funny, is because, like, after I got back to the United States, took a train from Montreal, Quebec, Canada to Atlanta, Georgia is 20 hours. Or no, sorry. I had to go to Albany, New York from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And then from Albany, New York to New York Penn Station. And then from New York Penn Station to Atlanta. And when I got to Atlanta, like that trip from New York Penn Station to Atlanta, that was 20 hours. That was one of the worst things I had ever experienced. Like, I loved looking out the windows at upstate New York, but the lack of cell phone service, there's no Wi-Fi on the Amtrak. You're just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. Like, I was like, "Can I watch American Dad, please, God?" And I had to just sit there and red-eye it. I couldn't even fall asleep because I was sitting up. Should have splurged for one of those like cabins where you have like the couch that turns into a sofa, or not couch that turns into a sofa, like couch that turns into a bed. But I was a cheapskate back then. My mother and father were gracious enough to pay for me and my roommate to come back to the United States via train. And once again, I'm never gonna not thank them for that. But man, that ride was brutal. Should have flown. My roommate wanted to fly, but I wanted to be respectful and not spend so much of my parents' money. So we flew. No, we took the train and we didn't fly. And once I got back to the United States, I pretty much did everything this woman wanted me to do. Like, I got my first apartment, I got my first job, well, it wasn't my first job. I held down a job for like 5 or 6 years, delivering pizzas. That I'm not going to divulge what company I worked at, but I got 6 years in total, maybe 7, that I worked for this company. And I had my own apartment, and that only lasted a year, because the guy I was living with, he wanted to go back home and like pursue higher education, and good for him for doing that. And a year later, I ended up buying my own condo with the help of my father and mother, because they bought me these shares of stock when I was born, and they kept investing in them and investing in them and investing in them until I had acquired a lot of money. And I ended up paying more than 50% of the price of my home at closing, which, you know, I'm very blessed to have had that opportunity. Not everybody else is so blessed, and I'm grateful for that. So I did all this stuff to try and win this woman back, and it was all for naught. I never talked to her again. She wanted nothing to do with me, and I don't really blame her. There's probably more I can talk about women, but I think that's good enough for today. This might not be the best episode, but it's an episode, so it's going up. And hopefully there won't be another episode tonight because it's Saturday and graduation just happened, and so there's going to be a lot more reckless behavior on the road at night, and so I won't be recording a night drive probably until tomorrow, because I think Sunday night there won't be as much people on the road, and I do intend on working Sunday night, so there's that. And I'll probably think of a topic, probably do a post work and a pre-work ramble tomorrow, but this is the only one going up today. I think my goal is I want to put at least one up today, but at long last, if you listen to this, thank you.